What's going on? It is Jason. Yeah. Howdy, God. That's some mighty good Coupec. What up? What's happening, everybody? Man, I'm tired. I didn't sleep that well because I went to bed late. And the reason why I went to bed late is because I stayed up late watching Project Hail Mary. Went and checked that movie out. It was on Prime, so I was like, what the heck. Everybody's been telling me it was a good movie. I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was an interesting movie. Ryan Gosling did a good job. It was just a fun movie. I just thought it was a lot of fun. So watched that, stayed up late. Because I was in the midst of like watching the movie plus watching YouTube's. It's like, why am I multitasking? It's not even multitasking. It's just being distracted. I think that's part of my ADHD thing that I got going on. But how's everybody doing? All right, let me just hop in the chat real quick. What it do? Drop a line if you're feeling fine. Boop. All right, and then I just want to go to my YouTube. Go to my channel. You're feeling fine. All right, audio's working. Gonna take this, copy, send it to my pops. All right, so what's been happening? This past week has been crazy. Like I had multiple shoots this past week. I had to shoot every single day this last week, which is nice. I love that. I love when my week's planned out for me. I don't have to think. I do think, but I don't have to think about. It's kind of like when I was in the military. I did not care what I wore to work because I'm wearing the same thing, so it like takes an element of not having to worry about that thing. I didn't have to worry about what outfit I was gonna wear to work because we're all wearing the same dang thing. We're wearing our ABUs, BDUs back when I originally started, then ABUs and so on, and but yeah, and then so. Got something in my throat, man. So having my week planned out for me just takes an element where I don't have to think. I just show up, do my job, and I'm out. Like, that's what I love. And I love it when I have something to do every single day, which I typically do have something to do every single day. There is no shortage of work at Small Giants, so that's a beautiful thing. Because if I'm not shooting, I'm definitely editing the things that I shot, which is so much fun. I love the editing process, but yeah. So what else? That shoot was awesome. I actually posted a day in the life type video that you can, let me see. Yeah, I did a day in the life type video that you can go ahead and watch. I just dropped it yesterday. Go check that video out. It's just like a little recap of the last film day that we had. We shot like 3 or 4 interviews that day. A lot of fun. The clients, I love working with that client, Sun Valley Academy. They're a great organization. It's a charter school. They're helping. And you can just tell when you're dealing with clients that truly love what they do, you can't fake that authenticity. It's just legit. And you feel that, you hear it in what they're saying. And it's not anything that is faked, and those people truly love what they do, and they have a heart in their logo, and they live by that heart. They love what they do. They take care of the kids. They love the kids. It was so impressive. I wish my kids can go to that school, but they don't have one close to where my kids live, so it's kind of, it would be difficult for me to drive them all the way to school, but man, it would be awesome if they had one closer to our house. But yeah, loved working with them. Great client. And then I got something in my throat. Ugh, sorry guys. And so And then I had a cool shoot Thursday night. We did a video. They did an event, and we captured the event at Sub-Zero. Love working with Sub-Zero. Great company, family-owned business. They make really high-end appliances, being they have Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Cove. So they specialize in Sub-Zero refrigeration. Like, I used to see those fridges in MTV Cribs when I used to watch MTV Cribs back in the day. Everybody knew their kitchen was legit because they had the Sub-Zero refrigerator in their house with all the matching decor and things like. It was just awesome. But they make really amazing products, and they had this huge event where they were releasing a new ice maker. And that ice maker is pretty dang legit. So if you haven't, go check out Sub-Zero, the new ice maker that they're dropping. That thing is pretty cool. Their products are not cheap. They're not in my budget range. But man, they have some pretty cool products. And they're doing amazing work there. And it's fun capturing them and telling their stories. So that was a fun event. They had this huge, like wall-to-wall ice wall with like logos carved in it, and it was just really legit. And they had like, dry ice going off and filling the room, and it was just so much fun. And people, there was 350 people there or something like that. It was a jam-packed place. Everybody was having a good time. They had a musician there playing some fun songs, and people were dancing. It was just outstanding. There was one guy there that dressed up like Vanilla Ice. And so he was walking around, saying he was Vanilla Ice. It was kind of funny. But yeah, so I had a great time Thursday night. Was unable to go to CR, which is always a bummer. I like my Thursday night meetings at CR, but sometimes duty calls and you got to go to work. So yeah, went to work, and it was a lot of fun. So. And then Friday, we actually had a really outstanding team event. Us as the visual media team. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 of us. You think I would know how many team members we have? We had a couple new team members, but yeah, there's 7 of us. We went. There's actually 8 of us because we brought somebody along with us that's been helping us, with our photography stuff. So we brought her along. So we had a jam-packed day filming and hanging out in this studio space called Take One Studios. This studio space was pretty fun. It had multiple different sets within inside of it. So they had like an old diner, they had an old kitchen, they had an office, they had a hospital, they had a pink room, they had, a hallway with like an old Coke machine in it. It was a lot of fun. So we took a lot of photography. James and I tried to film something. Hopefully it'll turn out. But yeah, it was a lot of fun just hanging out there, getting creative with the team and just doing some team bonding stuff. So that was a lot of fun. Sometimes when you're in the midst of working in a creative world and you're focused on doing a lot of great work with your clients, your creativity gets drained. So it's always fun to go and spark your creativity by doing fun events and fun things like this to just energize you and feed you, just doing stuff outside of what we typically normally do. So it was just a lot of fun just hanging out with the space. I kind of recorded some behind the scenes. I might put a video together to show you guys specifically what we did and how much fun we had. So yeah, look forward to that video dropping here. I'm gonna put that thing together and should tell that story. Kind of like the last video I dropped. It's more like a BTS type fun vloggy video. So I'll put that out. And yeah, we just had a great time as a team. This Saturday was awesome. Just kind of hung out at the house, spent time with the kids, played a lot with the kids. And me and Leah were talking. It's like, man, we play a lot with our kids, and I think our kids are like glued to us at the hip. Like they're getting, I don't know what you would call it. Well, one, Judah sleeps in our bed, so there's that. There's that thing that's happening. And what's up, David? How you doing, man? Appreciate you hopping in. Yeah, it's good to see you, David. And appreciate you, brother. So Judah sleeps with us, but then we also notice, like, they don't leave our sides. Like, they're always around us. It's like me and my wife just don't have a lot of personal space. Like, they don't understand the bubble. Like, this is your space, this is our space. And I mean, growing up as a kid, and I'm sure my dad's watching this, he could probably contest to this, is like, you know, I didn't, you know, other than going and doing things with my dad, like going fishing and out hiking and stuff like that, we didn't bug our parents. We were gone all the time. Like, we were outdoors playing or running the neighborhood or just out. Like, or I was in my room. I just didn't spend a lot of time hanging out with my parents all the time, where our kids do not leave our side. So I don't know if Leah and I created some monsters with this, like, because we do a lot with our kids. I play with them all the time, whether we're building stuff. I'm building stuff with my son. We're playing Paw Patrols and hanging out. And don't get me wrong, I love it. I love being able to share that time with my kids and be able to just play with them, because they get super excited when I'm playing with them. We play hide and go seek. I do this thing called Robo Dad. Or Robo Dad, and they just love it. They tell me to do, like, Rayma will call, Robo Dad, where are you? And I'll go, Robo Dad is here. I am Robo Dad. And I'm like chasing them around the house, talking like Robo Dad. And then they'll have me do weird stuff and say weird things. Rayma is just so fascinated with, like, poop and diaper and butt. Booty butt is what she says all the time. She's like, Robo Dad, say booty butt. And I'm like, Robo Dad does not compute. And then I'll just talk like Robo Dad and just have fun with them. And it is a lot of fun. But me and my wife do not get a lot of personal space because they're always glued to our hip. But again, Saturday was great. Actually had a homie from Alaska hit me up. He's here in town. He's like, hey man, are you free to go have coffee? And I was like, yeah, let's go. And then I met him at the Black Rock. It's a coffee place here in Arizona. Went and had coffee, caught up with him. In fact, I am going to do an episode of Humble Dose with him. He's a cool dude, solid guy. I met him through the church that I used to work at up in Anchorage, heart of the city. He's kind of in the creative space himself, and he does a lot for his church up there in Anchorage, but he's also really into video and video production and stuff like that. So it'll be a lot of fun just connecting with him. He himself is in recovery as well. So he's got a good story, so I think it would be awesome. I think he has time in his schedule where we can connect, and I can do an episode of Humble Dose with him, so stay tuned for that. I'm dropping another episode of Humble Dose with my boy Brent, that's his name. So going to bring him on and just have fun chopping it up with him. So yeah, I met up with him on Saturday and then hung out, just pretty much hung out the rest of the night. Watched that movie, Project Hail Mary. And then today, my dad came over and he wanted to take me and Leah to lunch. So we went to this new barbecue joint. We haven't tried it. It's called Caldwell County Barbecue. It's like one of the third best barbecue places in Arizona. I don't know. It was one of the best I've had. We went to BBQs, that was really good. This was solely barbecue. Like, you're only getting the fixins from a traditional Texan style barbecue, where they had, you know, ribs, pulled pork, the brisket and stuff like that, potato salad, beans, cornbread casserole type thing, banana pudding, that kind of stuff. So my dad and Leah and the kids and I all went there for lunch today. It was delicious, had a lot of fun, and then my dad came over after and again, kicked my butt in cribbage. In fact, I actually won the first game. So came back from a deficit too, because he had a pretty hefty lead on me. But anything can happen in cribbage, and I was able to catch back up and win the first game. Then we played a second game. He beat me at that, and then we couldn't let it go. We had to do a tiebreaker. Played the tiebreaker, and all 3 games were really close, except, I had a lot of coming back to do in most of the games, because he would get like 16 hands and stuff. But I had some good hands too. But then the tiebreaker was a super close game. We were kind of neck and neck most of the way. And then, unfortunately, I lost by 1 point. I lost by getting in the catbird seat, as they call it, the very peg. I needed 1 point to peg out, and I missed it by 1 point, which is demoralizing. So my dad broke the tiebreaker by winning, and so, but he says I'm getting better, and I'm on my game, and it's fun to play with me, so that's always fun. Having close games like that is fun, and he enjoys it, and it was just, yeah, we had a good time playing some crib. And that was the gist, and now I'm here doing my live. Next week, I got to get some videos edited and chopped up. Short week because we'll be going out of town next week for our mid-year retreat as a company. The company will shut down for 2 days basically, and we go meet as a team, as an entire company. This one's going to be out of town, so we're heading up north, and we'll be hanging out and going over, where we're at mid-year, and chop things up as a company, see how we're sitting, go over, the analytics of us as a company and how we're doing so far. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I love it when we can do it. And for a company to shut down for 2 days and gather as a team just says a lot about the company that you work for. And they care about it. They really value the input of all the employees, and they truly, honestly care about each and every employee here. So I love Small Giants. It's going to be a lot of fun just hanging out as a team and just chopping it up. So looking forward to that. So Thursday, Friday, we're going to be out of town doing our mid-year retreat. So that means I only got 3 days to get a whole bunch of edits done. So I'm going to be under the wire to get those things done. But I love that. I love being under pressure, and it helps me. It helps fuel my creativity a little bit. So looking forward to that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. That was a mouthful. I think I've been rambling for a long time, but that's basically what things have been happening this past week and this past weekend. So, yeah, I cut my finger, man. I was cleaning the bathroom, and we have these glass bulbs on the light vanity in our bathroom, and for whatever reason, one just fell, and it shattered, and it sliced my finger open. Freaking hurt. But those things, man, I don't know how they attach up there, but this thing broke around the base of the bulb, which is like, how did that even happen? Like, if it was already weakened or cracked somehow, but it just, boop, just fell right down, and that was not cool. So gotta worry about that, getting a replacement. Hopefully we can find a replacement for it, but so that was unfortunate. At work, we had our C-stand holder fell off the wall. I kind of put it in the end of the video that I just dropped, but I was putting the C-stands back, and it just ripped right off because it wasn't anchored in very well. So we're going to have a professional do it, because I think me and Paul are the ones who installed it, and we kind of knew that the anchors weren't that great, and I don't think it's in a stud. And even the holder itself is super heavy, so it definitely probably needs to be in a stud, but we're going to get that situation fixed. But yeah, that was kind of unfortunate that happened, but man, things happen. And that's pretty much it. So with that being said, I think I'm ready to dive into some analytics. And if you're new or checking this video out, oops, that was, whoa. So if you're new or checking this video out, I go live every Sunday, talk about what's been happening in my life, and then I dive into the back end of my YouTube and just go over the analytics to see how things are going. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to have to minimize this, and then minimize that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pop open. We'll do picture in picture. Hopefully that's good. Let me see. Yep, it is good. Just want to double check. I will minimize this. Go open. We'll go into YouTube Studio so I'm not on myself. Boom. Picture in picture's on. Yay! Yep, that's the video I dropped. Go check it out. We made it to wrap day. Boom, kind of a day in the life. Fun video. I'm currently sitting at 963 subscribers, which is awesome. And then I saw this here the other day. It says, happy anniversary on YouTube. You've given the world 7 years of videos. Yay! That's fun. 7 years on the tubers, man. Yeah. Been doing it for a minute, but it's been awesome. So let's go ahead and get into analytics. All right, but my channel has gone through some iterations. So it hasn't been 7 years of consistency. It's been 7 years of me trying to figure the world out type thing. But so the channel in the past 28 days has gotten 7,526 views. These are pretty low numbers in the last 28 days. The channel's kind of just been in a stagnant stall here recently, which is fine. You know, it's going to happen. So, yeah. But let's go ahead and what I like to do is compare it week by week. So I have to customize the view here, and I'll do it from today to this week, and then hit apply. Boom. So yeah, as you can tell, the numbers are pretty low in comparison than what it normally is, but I haven't been posting a ton of shorts. Yeah, it just is what it is. I don't know if my stuff is getting traction out there, or if I'm not hitting the algorithm right, or whatever the case may be. But hopefully that will change, because I'm going to start just pumping out a bunch of shorts. I'm going to start dropping some more humble doses. I'm going to start getting more creative and dropping some fun little vloggy style videos. So yeah, hopefully the numbers start shifting and going back up, but that's okay. If they're low, that's okay. These are my top videos this week. Christmas lights, that thing has gotten 492 views. That thing is still climbing up. And then these are all older videos. One of my shorts with my boy David there got 112 views, which is awesome this week. So that's a top performing video. And then yeah, some of the other stuff. So yeah. Okay, sounds good. Some guys here working on the air conditioner. All right, and then yeah. Let's see here. I was wondering, because it is kind of toasty in here. Maybe it's not working. Here we are. Now I'm kind of disrupted. Okay, now I like to compare it to the previous week. So what I have to do is go into advanced mode here, and then go up to add comparison. Go period over period. Hit add. Boom. And this is where we're at. So yeah, pretty steady with being low. The previous week I got 1530, so a little bit more this week. I got 1576, but it's all good. I'm still gonna create videos, and I'm still gonna do this thing, so it's not gonna derail me from creating. But yeah, that's where we're at with the views. Let's go into watch hours. 27 the previous week, 24, so a little dip in the watch hours, as you can see. And then subscribers, where are we at? So I got no new subscribers this week. In fact, I was talking about that. I think I lost 4 subscribers, 4 or 5. I think it was 5. I think I was at like 966, and then I went down to like 961. Now I'm back up to like 963. So I lost like 4 or 5 subscribers, which is gonna happen. And you know, as much as you don't, and the only reason I know that I lost subscribers is because I'm paying attention to it, because I'm on a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers. And when you're tracking it and trying to keep track of it, you notice things like that. I'm sure big channels don't even blink an eye at losing 4 or even 100 subscribers, where that would hurt me. Not hurt. It doesn't hurt. It just takes me farther from my goals. So I'm trying to get to 1,000, and losing 4 or 5 subscribers just is like, ooh. But it's all good. Nobody is handcuffed to my channel. If you don't like it and you feel like the content's not, for you, don't subscribe. I only want people who want to be here, and so that's important to me. But yeah, so no new subscribers, but I did get 4 last week, or the previous week, which was awesome. All right. Well, that's all I kind of compare. I only do the top 3: views, watch hours, and subscribers. So now I already kind of looked at the top. Let me go back to analytics. The top performing content is here, but I like to geek out on some other stuff. So let me go back to analytics. Let me go back to advanced mode. Yeah, let's look at some other cool stuff. Let's look at geography. Boom. Quite a few places. Japan. So me and a bunch of friends are going to Japan in March 2027. I'm excited about that. We're going to go celebrate one of my homies' birthday. So yeah, Japan, we're coming. We're coming. I'm definitely going to be filming and having fun there. And so look forward to that. I'm looking forward to that trip. Just get out of country for a little bit and go see Japan. It's been a minute since I've been to Japan, so that'll be a lot of fun. But United States being the top one. Then we got India, Indonesia, Canada, Sweden, United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, Switzerland, Spain, Algeria, Iraq, Uzbekistan, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, and Japan. Which is cool. All right. So that's awesome. I'm gonna go shut this door. Sorry about that. There's workers here working on the air conditioning unit. All right. And let's look at viewer age. So 18 to 24-year-olds all the way to 55 to 64. Top spot being 25 to 34-year-olds. And then second top spot is 35 to 44. Which one's bigger? All right. 45 to 54. And then 18 to 24-year-olds. That's fun. All right, cool. Let's look at your gender. Here we are. 74% male, 25% female. So an uptick in female viewership. That's awesome. That's cool. All right. And then what else? Device type, mobile phone, killing it. 6,000 views on the mobile phone. A computer, TV, tablet. And then let's go to operating system. Boom. Android crushing it by a long shot, man. 4,626 of you from your Android devices have been watching the content versus iOS, which is awesome. So shout out to all my Android users. That's awesome. All right. Well, that's pretty much all my analytics. All right. I think I'm going to have to get out of here because they got to do some work. So I'm going to hop out of here. They're going to get noisy here in a minute. So I think I'm going to wrap up. But all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. let me just pop this back open. Boom. All right. So, yeah. No, dude. David, don't even say that, bro. Like, it's not anything to do with you. This is just how it goes, man. You know, you've been in the game for a minute on YouTube and stuff. You just get subscribers, you lose subscribers. It's just part of it. So it's not anything to do with you. It's just how the algorithm works sometimes, man. I don't get it, but I don't play the algorithm game. I create the content I want to create, and it's not going to stop me from creating the content that I want to create. These numbers are fun to just geek out on and look at, but I don't do anything with them. I don't tailor how I'm creating to the algorithm or anything like that. It's just not how I get down. I get down with what I want to create, and I am grateful for YouTube. I'm grateful for a platform that allows me to put myself out there in the world and share my life, because it's therapeutic and I enjoy it. And it's helpful for me, and then I can digitally capture what's going on in my life right now and look back on my life, 5-10 years from now and be like, that's so cool that I did that, have these videos in the archives just hanging out and just seeing where I was in my life. Or even my kids can go and check stuff out and see what their dear old dad was doing during that time, and even me, talking about them and how much they mean to me and how much I love my kids and my dad and my mom and my sister. Like, I'm pretty out there, so I like putting myself out there because it's so much fun. My wife gets annoyed with how much I put myself out there, which is understandable, especially when I'm filming myself in the bathroom. She just gets so annoyed with that. She's like, nobody wants to see you in the bathroom. Don't put yourself filming in the bathroom. It's just weird, and I do weird stuff sometimes, but I just have fun keeping it me, and that's just what I love to do. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and go check out my other videos. Joe Schmo, what's up, man? Have a great week, dude. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate you, Joe Schmo. And with that being said, man, I'll catch you guys on the next one. This was a short and sweet one. Sweet? All right, guys, we'll see you later. Boom. Oh yeah, I'm still rocking the Zen thing. I'm still doing that. Not the healthiest vice, but I'm still doing that. That's what I was choking on, because I just literally put one in my mouth before I got on, and it was affecting me. So lesson learned there. But all right, guys, we'll see you later. All right, bye.